returned once again today to deliver another stream of Kaguya-sama, Love is War. We're good to go, we're good to go, we're good to go. So, yes, I actually have returned to actually cover the rest of Volume 6, which is chapters 56 to 60. And yeah, I mean, last we actually kind of did in free, the actual manga, yeah, actually can't speak today. The actual manga does actually in free, like, incorporate a lot of neat things into it. Like, the whole thing with Nagisa actually was kind of really freaking cool, because she's basically us from an outsider perspective, which is actually kind of cool, if you actually understand what I mean. I have no idea if actually said anything that actually made any sense just then. But yeah, basically, in a way, Nagisa is actually our way into the show itself, because everyone else is kind of like a bit too outside of our own way to actually kind of project our own selves onto them. So in a way, Nagisa actually does in free kind of represent that character who actually can in free project our own feelings towards, which is then actually kind of in a way say our own feelings. It's actually quite well done for that whole entire reason. Plus, also actually get to see a different side of the characters as well, which actually is kind of cool. So yeah, anyways, it's actually important to actually go live. Sorry, words are really bad for me today. I have no idea why. So go live for chapters 56 to 60. Oh, Kaguya-sama. Actually, can't spell either today. Love is War. There we go. For some reason I could not spell, I could not speak, I actually can't do anything. What is wrong with me? And with that, are we good to go? On that front, we certainly are. On this front, we certainly are not. I have been betrayed. Right, yes, we're good to go. We're actually good to go now. So anyways, let's begin chapter 56, which is Miyuki Shirogane wants to gaze at the moon. So, tonight's a full moon. It's the 15th night of the lunar calendar. Let's go moon gazing. Eep, you're so excited. This is so random. Like everything you say, but I won't point that out. Tonight is a harvest moon. You're missing out on life if you don't look at the night sky today. I've got it all planned out. Tell your parents you'll be home late. Wow, really got permission to use the school roof. But why is it such a big deal tonight? Because today's starry sky index is really good. If the index is this good during a harvest moon, we have to view it. Moon viewing. Shirogane is so enthralled with celestial bodies that he dreams of getting a PhD in astronomy. It's no wonder he's so excited on the day of the year that the moon appears its most beautiful. Why not? I'll join you. Student council is disbanding soon. This might be the last time we get to do frivolous. It's a word I've never seen used in a long time either. Frivolous stuff like this together. Frivolous. It's a nice word actually, but I actually don't see it used very often anymore. It's a very old term. Amazing, we can see so many stars. Yep. The moon is to our southeast in the direction of Tokyo Bay, so there are relatively few city lights to interfere. This location isn't bad. What's so fun about gazing at the moon? I don't understand it at all. However, we're up on the school roof at night. This certainly creates a romantic atmosphere. I might be able to corner Shirogane somehow. But those two are in my way. Fujiwara, are you boiling the mochi? Yep. I prefer dumplings to flowers. I prefer dumplings to flowers. Mochi to the moon. It's windy here. Why don't you do it over here? Okie dokie. Well, I managed to quarantine Fujiwara. Now the problem is Ishigami. How can I... Ugh, it's freezing. I'll go warm up by the fire. How climactic. Eliminated Ishigami without a hitch. This is going so well it's almost scary. Huh? Where did those two go? They're boiling the mochi over there. Oh, okay. Now then, what's my plan of attack? How about something like this? Shirogane, it's a little chilly tonight. I didn't bring a jacket because you didn't give us advice notice about this activity. Achoo. I catch a chill. Then here's my jacket. Perfect. I'll see how flustered Shirogane gets. That will be a lot more gratifying than gazing at the moon. Shirogane, it's a little... It's cold. Use my jacket if you want. Ah! But I didn't say anything yet, and now I already have his jacket. Shirogane doesn't seem fluttered in the least. We're not in sync. I bought some hot tea. Thank you. This should work. I don't see any other cups. If I hand this one back to Shirogane is bound to get rattled over our indirect kiss. Have some tea too, Shirogane. Take that. This should throw you off for sure. Ah! What are you doing? I put my lips right there. It's a perfect indirect kiss. Why aren't you reacting at all? Huh? Is he so entranced by the stars that he's forgotten I exist? Exactly. Shirogane is completely focused on the pleasures of his lunar viewing. He has returned to the innocent of childhood. There isn't a puissant thought left in his head. He has cast aside his aloofness and self-consciousness and trusted his heart to the stars. You're more interested in the stars than me? That can't be. I'll do whatever it takes to make him notice me. Men who live for their hobbies couldn't be happier when a woman expresses interest in their hobbies. Alright then, Shirogane, which one of this is the autumn quadrangle? Quadrangle? I pretend to be interested in and respond appropriately. You're so knowledgeable, that's amazing. Then our bodies will accidentally touch and he'll get flustered for sure. Shirogane, which one of this is the autumn quadrangle? Oh, are you interested for real? Yes, very. Then come over here. Listen, the bright star that lies along the straight line that connects the tips of your thumb and index finger is out. Damn it! I never say the names of stars very well. Alphasits. You know what I mean, basically. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I've never been good with star names. I've never been good with names in general. The autumn quadrangle is also called the square of Pegasus. It's ironic that the brightest star is Alpha and Andromeda. Yeah, pretty good today actually. How are you? Andromedae. There are 3 bright stars near Alpha Andromedae. You get a quadrangle if you connect the 4 stars. Get it? No, the moon is so bright that I can't quite. Now how about this one? Huh? That's good to hear actually, that's good to hear. When you lie back, the stars you see directly in front of you form the summer triangle. It's already autumn, but the summer triangle is still easier to locate. Isn't that strange? I am very, actually. Did you know the orientation of the Earth's axis of rotation wobbles the North Star is a different star from a different era due to the progression of the equinox? The North Star will be Gamma Cephei 2,000 years from now, Beta Cephei in 4,000 years, and Vega in 10,000 years. What's going on? What happened to him? There's no way we should be doing this. Vega, that's the Weaver girl in the Chinese folktale. The cowhead and the Weaver girl. So 10,000 years from now, Altair will orbit Vega no matter how many years pass. When they're destined to be at the mercy of their woman's whims. Isn't that interesting? But his eyes are sparkling as he talks, so I don't want to interrupt. I love how along the actual thing it just says blah 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 blah. I've understood enough. Is that so? When you think about the moon, I bet Princess Kaguya comes to mind. After all, you have the same name, so you must feel a connection to that folktale. Yes, of course. I look up the night sky. I can't help but think about the legend of the woman who was taken back to the moon, leaving her beloved behind. And that's why I hate the moon. Huh. And when Princess Kaguya was forced to return home, she gave her beloved the gift of immortality elixir. The the tale ends melodramatically when he tosses the elixir into the fire because he refuses to live in a world without her. But think about it. It's possible that devious women gave him the elixir because she cared for him, isn't it? I always think the elixir was a message that meant, come and find me someday. It was Princess Kaguya's way of expressing herself. Even if it took longer than the average human lifespan, even if the two were separated by an impossible distance, I think she gave him the elixir of mortality to say, I will wait for you forever. But the man didn't even try to read a hidden meaning in her message. He turned the tale into a soap opera and tossed the elixir into the fire. What a terrible story. Because I would never have let Kaguya go. Aww. Aww. Huh? What? Aww. That's adorable. That's very adorable. I'd go to the moon to get her back, no matter what. If it took decades or centuries. But please stop, I can't take it anymore. I've reached my limit. If this was our tale, we'd read the hidden message in our words so thoroughly we'd never end up with their fate. I said please stop, I'm so flustered. Huh? You were like this at the Fight Festival too. I can't believe you can say such things straight to my face. Are you trying to kill me? What? I can't take it anymore. Kaguya? The next day, I'm so embarrassed. Today's battle result, Shirogane loses. There's another incident that he'd rather forget. It's kind of adorable though. It's kind of adorable. I mean, we've all had that one hobby that whenever we kind of get way into it, we kind of lose all rational thought around us. You just continue to say things as if you just don't realize you're saying it. We all have that one at one point. So 57, Kaguya wants to get married. So we invented a board game. Let's play it together. Oh, you made it yourself? Our board game club made it. We put the cards in a line and pretend the cards are squares on the board. That way our game doesn't require a big box. That's an interesting idea. We call it Happy Life. You're gonna love it. But just playing the game won't be much fun. Why don't we place bets on the outcome? No. Today's battle result, no score. What? I refuse to even play the game. I have nothing but misgivings about a game you invented. Agreed, there's no way Fujiwara could have created a good game. It's a good game. The whole club contributed to it. Listen, everyone. Creating a game is harder than you think. It's disappointing when no one plays the game you've worked so hard to make. That's persuasive. Coming from the son of a toy company magnate. Ishigami? You're actually a good person. I'm sorry for always thinking that you were you bludgeon people over their head with your cold logic. That's what you think of me? But it's your fault. You're so fun to bludgeon on. Bludgeon on? Alright, I'll play it just once. Japanese backgammon and board games. The origins go back to 3500 BC. In Egypt, these games have a long history. Fujiwara's game uses cards as squares, but it's a classic type of modern Japanese backgammon game, in which you advance according to the rolls of the dice and head for the goal while accumulating wealth. It's created by the Shinichi board game club. Happy Life basic rules. Category: Japanese backgammon. Uses a six-sided dice, 99 squares total, 33 squares for each for the child zone, adult zone, old age zone. Attribute: cards 10 types. How to win. When the first player reaches the goal, the player with the most accumulated wealth wins. Also, the first one to reach the goal receives a bonus of 100 million yen. I'll start. A misfortune square? Turn over the card you advance to. Ah, that's a traffic accident card. Roll dice again if you get another one. I got a 1. You did. Ishigami is dead. That was when I die. It's all over. You stop playing and come in last. I see. Be careful, everyone. This is quite a poorly designed game. You just realised that? Ishigami was unlucky, that's all. There aren't many squares where the player dies instantly. It's almost like playing a FromSoft game. Show me the rule book. But it's my turn now. I've got an after-school event. Ah, so you can choose to play outside or do homework. I'll do homework. I knew you'd choose that option. Your personality affects your decisions. Here, Shirogane gets a nerdy student card. Are you making fun of me? I landed on a lucky square. Ah, lucky things happen when you land on a lucky square. Kaguya was deceived by an evil man, but she acquires 1,000,000 yen as compensation. Aren't you lucky? I'm not lucky at all. I give Kaguya this distrust all men card. I don't want it. By the way, we remove the squares that got flipped to make it easier for the other players to catch up with you. That's a good system. Hey, what part of the game did you create, Fujiwara? I was in charge of the event cards. I knew it. You ought to apologize to everyone. The game continues. Shirogane uses his nerdy student card to enter a top-ranked university, and Kaguya uses her luck with money to land on numerous lucky squares. She now has accumulated the most wealth. Died in 3 spaces. Then the players move out of the child zone into the adult zone. There are different events in this section. This game is better than I thought. The other club members must have functioning brains, unlike Fujiwara. I'm a bit relieved. However, this is the real beginning of the game. Huh? This is... Yep, that's a marriage square. The 2 players closest to the square get married. Then the married couple share the effects of the following squares they land on. Marriage? Shirogane is getting married? Who is he going to? Ah, I'm the closest. I married Shirogane. Shirogane got married? Calm down. We're just playing a game. It only happened in the game. I must have confused a game event with reality. By the way, the other players each give the couple a wedding gift of 50,000 yen. Not real money, just the number of tokens we're using in the game. The company I founded is successful. I earned 10,000,000 yen. I am lucky. My turn. Ah, this is a childbirth square. I have a baby. A baby? I'm a teen mom. 100,000 yen for a baby shower gift. Put away your real money. My company is listed in the first section of the Tokyo Stock Exchange now. I received 100,000,000 yen. Well, I really am lucky. Kaguya's progressing well. Fujiwara continues to have babies, establishing a poor but happy family. And now onto the old age zone. Wow, another childbirth? This is my 9th baby. Shirogane, you're having too much sex for an old geezer. It's not my fault, it's because there are too many childbirth squares. Kaguya's doing amazingly well. You're president of a global corporation. You're a big success. That's right, I haven't made any mistakes. Yeah, why do I feel so empty? I'm single in my dot age? I have money but no happiness. My life has no meaning. A late divorce square? You discover your husband's having an affair, so you get divorced. Whoa, Shirogane is such a jerk. It's just a game. By the way, the husband pays number of children times 20,000,000 yen as child support. That stinks. Oh my, I pity you. How can you smile in the face of other person's misfortunes? My event is... What? The marriage square? The player closest to me is Shirogane. Whoa, that means... I'm marrying Shirogane? You didn't realize how attractive I was until we were seniors. Nevertheless, in our quiet remaining years, true love has finally blossomed. Fine. I'm going to marry Shiomiya? Oh, wait. I can't marry a man because she's holding the distrust all men card. What? So what happens now? The closest players to you is... You'll be marrying Fujiwara. No! Kaguya, we'll be so happy together. And on the childbirth square, we're having a baby? How can that happen? And I've reached the goal. Game over. Game over. First place Kaguya, 1,375,000,000 yen. Second place Fujiwara, 330,000,000 yen. Third place Shirogane, 95,000,000 yen. Last place Ishigami the deceased. Poor Ishigami. Poor dude. So Kaguya wins the happy life game. I have no happy memories of this life. Wasn't this fun? Let's play it again. I will never play this game again. I had enough. What? I enjoy the game more than expected. Lesson, your heart gets worn down if you marry Fujiwara. Later, you have to conduct play tests before you get other people to play your game. Using the cards as squares is a good idea, but the current version mostly depends on luck. Provide an evasive option like being able to save a roll of the dice for the next turn. Play employ some strategy. You should also get rid of the instant death events instead of having players go back to the first square. Okay. Ishigami gives Fujiwara a serious game of advice for improving the game. So we're at the board game club. I don't think I've ever seen the board game club actually. So, 58. Hayasaka wants him to fall for her. Visiting you when you were sick, the firework festivals, his birthday, moon viewing. How could you have made no progress when there were so many opportunities? Shinkansen was about to disband. What are you going to do? Sheesh. You're a hopeless case. How did you manage to sabotage yourself so many times? You think you would have been able to make Shirogane fall for you? Well, probably. How dare you? Why don't you try it then? If it's so easy to make someone fall for you, then make Shirogane yours in one day. I didn't say it'd be easy. You think it's easy because you're on the outside. I didn't say it would be easy. We understand how hard it is for you to try it yourself. I didn't say it would be easy. Talk is cheap. I'm tired of all your bragging. If you insist, Miss Kaguya, I'll do it. Go ahead. If you're so sure you can. Well, I guess this is enough. The line is long. Oh, I was right. It was your Shirogane. You're the maid at Shomiya's, right? Miss Sime Hasuki? Ding ding, I'm so glad you remembered me. Hasuki fashion tailored for Shirogane version 2. Actually, you look so different today. I didn't recognize you for a moment. I'm off duty today. It would be a drag to be in work clothes all the time. Yeah, I get that. She's good. He can't get away because she started to talk to him in line. Hayasaka does seem quite skilled at this. Nevertheless, she'll never be able to get Shirogane to fall for her. There's no need for concern. I've heard about you from Miss Kaguya. You study very hard. Nah, not really. I have to admit it, but all I'm buying is popular magazines. I wish I was getting at least one reference book. Are you into computers? No, I just want to buy a laptop, but I don't know what one to get. Oh, I have an idea. Boys know more about this type of stuff, don't they? Why don't you pick one out for me, Shirogane? Oh, I don't know much about computers either. I'm sure you know more than I do. There's a cafeteria in the bookstore. Why don't we go there and you can give me advice on which one to buy? She's good. The teach me strategy. If your child doesn't want to clean up, don't just command them to do it. Instead, lead the way by asking them where do you think we should put these things. Then your child will clean up while teaching you how to put things away. Hayasaka is cleverly appealing to the human instinct to teach, but just for a little while. Yay! Shirogane. By the way, Miss Hasuki, isn't that uniform? Yes, I go to the Ferris Girls High. I'm a second year too. Illumina introduced me to Miss Shiomiya's household. I work part-time there as a maid when they're short on staff. So you have a part-time job? I can't believe you keep lying to him with such a straight face. Your attention, Ichin. You've been a living servant since you were little. Shirogane, she's a big fat liar. And so I've been using my parents' computer, but I finally saved that enough money to get my own. Now that she's piling up lie upon lie, surely Shirogane will realize she's provocating, because Shirogane has good intuition when you least expect it. A lie. This I've actually realized this manga actually does in theory use a lot of really old terms that I actually haven't seen used in a very long time. like a lot of really old terms that I've seen them before in like kind of like really old books, but not like nowadays. It's actually kind of interesting when you think about it. When she wants something, she doesn't depend on her parents. She works part-time to buy it herself. I respect that. Oh, I guess I was wrong. So, do you want to use your computer for writing essays? And I want to watch videos, lots and lots of animal videos. She's pretending to be cute. Sure, don't fall for such an obvious trap. When she actually watches videos on heavy presses crushing various household objects. I mean, who doesn't? That's actually a really freaking like interesting, kind of satisfying like part of YouTube. Just watching really heavy presses go against really kind of normal objects. It's a very satisfying part of YouTube. Cats are cute. He fell for it. Well, I'm pretty sure you can watch videos on any computer. Oh, good, and I'll choose a design I like. I happen to know that you built your own computer. Hisaka building a small computer on her day off. In any case, she finished choosing her computer, so she has to let Shirogane go now. This game is over. She's getting him to tutor her? So when you calculate probabilities using recurrent relations, it's more efficient if you derive each case and solve it step by step. I see, you're a good teacher. I know he is, even though he's never tutored me. Oh, there's not much I can teach you. On your top student at Ferris. Yeah, but I don't do well on tests. I do my best to study 10 hours every day, but still. And now I'm so sleepy. 10 hours? So you're treading on a hard road too. Poor thing. How can you believe all this nonsense? But lack of sleep is bad for your health. Did I fall asleep? I can't believe I have been asleep for 3 hours. I tried waking you up a couple of times. What? Oh no, I'm so embarrassed. I watched you for 3 hours, and you kept peeking at him through your half-closed eyes. You could have just left me here and gone home. No, I couldn't leave a defenseless girl behind. Tiring yourself out from studying means you're doing your best. Shirogane. This looks like the moment she falls in love. Confession of love are hard to reject the more genuine they seem. He's different from every man I've ever met before. Hayasaka can manufacture an expression on her face that looks like pure love. That's actually really freaking scary. Hey Shirogane, like this. Why don't we go out sometime? She perfected a type of confession that's difficult to reject. Of course we just met, so how about something casual, like 90% friendship and 10% date? I don't mind being a backup girlfriend. You're free to move on if you fall in love with a girl. She's deliberately presenting herself as a low-maintenance type. This is an extremely strategic confession. It leaves the relationship ambiguous. In gambling, people don't perceive how much they're actually betting because their money has been changed into chips and tokens. Thus, players are psychologically tricked into betting larger amounts of money than they normally would. In the same way, Hayasaka presenting herself as low maintenance leaves it ambiguous as to whether going out with her constitutes a real date, which interferes with Shirogane's rational evaluation of the situation. Please, Hayasaka, I'm so sorry, please stop. I'm sorry, but I'm already in love with someone else. Is that so? I'll be rooting for you from the sidelines then, in hopes that your love is God damn it! That word is basically reciprocated. That's the one. Reciprocated. I saw preoccupied originally. I thought, what? They're reciprocated. Words don't do very well for me. I'm so happy. See, I told you, Shirogane is a formidable opponent. There's no way you would be able to win him over, Shirogane. There'll be no way you can win him over. I didn't say that. I said I could make him fall for me in one day. Things would never turned out differently if I'd had a month. That was so embarrassing. I never wanted to do this. I did it because you asked me to. What? I'm sorry. Today's battle result: Hayasaka loses. The victim generally feels guilty. Before returning for the night, Hayasaka watches videos on stampeding elephants. So Battle 59. Thank you for the privilege of being your student council for the past year from all of us. Student council. The year passes by so fast. I was actually only here for about 6 months, so the time passed even faster for me. It's strange, I feel like I've been on the student council for 2 years. You're right. This year really passed by in a flash. Oh, this sign brings back memories. We used it for the party we threw our sister school from France. Yeah, the principal gave us such a short notice to plan that party. I think that was our busiest event. Yes, let's leave this here. People might use it again. Yeah, we should take the games. We should take the games though. Fujiwara wanted to play games every chance she had. We played so many types of games, like Old Maid, Concentration, 20 Questions. We also played this. What was that? Do you remember? Then I'll do it again one more time. Sheesh. Boom. I remember this. What? Now I remember. There were taboo words you couldn't say. Yes, the forbidden word game. I don't know that one. When did that happen? It was during the time you were always taking your work home with you, so you weren't there. We played the game to decide who had to go buy supplies for the party. Oh, we played with this too. It looks terrible in Shirogane. Why would you put it on me if you think it looks terrible? Sheesh, I'm not going to tell you to get all serious, but at least don't interfere with our cleanup. I'm sorry. How cute! How cute! They spring cuteness on me without any warning. I was so taken by surprise I thought I was going to die. I don't remember that either. What else? I remember something. That time you whacked me with that thing because you said your boobs wouldn't get. Because I said your boobs would get in the way. Yes, I like this. Ishigami has gotten tougher. He used to want to go home and die at the slightest provocation, but now he's the only one who can go toe to toe with Fujiwara. People mature with time. Has he really matured? Same goes for Shiomiya. You used to think your first time meant kissing. You can't tease me about that. It happened too long ago. You better be able to keep your composure now. Oh, this brings back memories too. It's Kyubari Chinmo. What the hell is that? What? Shirogane, you don't know what this is? I don't. I have no idea what it's for. Well, last Valentine's Day, Kaguya... Stop, I haven't processed that yet. There are episodes that even I don't know about. Mr. Birdson's Birdville, the movie. Fujiwara, you dragged me into all sorts of things. We did so many things on the student council that really bring back memories. Now, we played that 2 days ago. It's too soon to get nostalgic about that. So this is it. I guess our work here is done. Are there any places we haven't gone through yet? Yeah, there's one place left. In here. We don't know about this. We didn't know about this. What? You didn't notice this space? No, I didn't know anything about it. Back when there were radical student movements, this was their base. They must have constructed this hidden room. In the end, we make an amazing discovery. Okay, are you positive we haven't left anything behind? What should we do now? Have a party at a family-style restaurant? That sounds good. Oh my, not fair. Thanks everyone. Thank you so much for everything. The 67th student council activities is over. Battle 59, 67th student council. Oh, wasn't its eye looking to the right before? That was depressing. Like, really depressing actually. Holy crap. I came here to laugh, not to cry inside. I came here to laugh and feel fuzzy inside, but not cry, feel fuzzy inside, and also laugh. That's what I didn't sign up for that part of the whole entire emotion. Battle 60. Kaguya doesn't want to say it. Thank you for all your hard work this past year. Cheers. I can finally stop wearing this sweltering hot uniform with a stand-up collar. We switched to our full uniforms next week. That's right. I'm so relieved, like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. This 4 ragu is heavy. Well, it's pure gold. Really? During World War II, Shunshin alumni who became commissioned officers made a vow to extract the gold leaf using a special method from the military insignias of fallen soldiers to make 1 4 ragu. This is the 4 ragu? So naturally, it's heavy. Right. This is really tough. Being president for 1 year was enough for me. Just hope someone competent takes over the job. I feel free as a bird. I won't have anything to worry about if one of you 3 run for the office. I doubt any of us want to be president after seeing how much it almost killed you. There's still time before the application deadline closes. At least consider running. Being president is hard work, but the benefits are worth it. Shouldn't cancel benefits. Shunshin students' first priority is academic scores, so they mostly detest any activities other than studying. Therefore, committee members and student council members are awarded extra points when applying to Shunshin University grants for obtaining qualifications and priority use in the study room. They're given all sorts of special privileges. The student council president is also awarded the Shunshin Board of Trustees recommendation, a premium ticket to universities and research institutions all over the world. With this recommendation, it's possible to aim a step higher than you planned. What about you, Ishigami? When you run for student council president? Do you seriously think anyone would vote for me? Girls in my class start crying the moment our eyes meet. I make countless women cry. I make them cry and they make me cry. Weird, huh? I'm sorry. What if I became student council president? Hey, I'll punch you all in the face. It's President Shirogane. Come on, Shiromiya. I'm not president anymore. You're right. Huh? President isn't the president anymore. What should I call him? How to address someone? The form of address you use indicates your level of intimacy. It's also a way to declaring how much of distance there is between you. Shirogane, Miyuki, close, distant. Now that she can't call him by his title, she must redefine that distance between them. If I can't call him president, Mr. Shirogane, sir? Miyuki? No, I can't call him by his first name. That would be shameless. I'm not that kind of informal, casual woman. Hey, Miyuki, want to have a drink? Huh? Miyuki, you want some coffee, don't you? What'll it be, Miyuki? Hot or iced? Iced. Huh? Huh? Okay, iced coffee for Miyuki coming right up. She's always informal. What? Is this how commoners talk nowadays? You mustn't be so casual calling people by their first name. I have the same as Miyu. You? Why Miyu? Oh, Miyu comes from the Miyu of Miyuki. That sounds cute. Should I call you Yuchi then? No thanks. I see, nicknames. If I call him by his first name, it would seem to relax and devil may care. But it wouldn't be a problem if I turned his first name into a nickname. Hello, Mr. Mew. This Sarah is unnecessary. I won't be embarrassed one bit. Not to worry. I'll adopt this method. I'll go get another drink with Fujiwara. You want iced coffee, right? Shirogane? So you're not president anymore. She couldn't do it. And the student council has disbanded. If Miyuki were president for 1 more year, wouldn't that be awesome? No. Being a student council president of the school is demanding work. President Shirogane was an outlier president who both studied and worked part-time. He's already obtained the chairperson of board recommendations, so there's no reason for him to become president again next year. Shirogane should concentrate solely on his studies now. We shouldn't be selfish. Just being selfish. The student council has disbanded. We're all in different classes, so we'll have no point of contact after this. We won't see each other as often as we used to. I know. Why don't I become Shonen Council president and choose Shirogane as my vice president? I'll be president, Shirogane will be vice president. I'll have Ishigami continue as a treasurer, along with Secretary Kashiwagi, the perfect lineup. And if I select a good first-year student for the other posts, just kidding. Even if the president becomes a vice president, he'll work too hard anyway. Nothing would change regardless of his title. Shirogane needs to concentrate on his studies. Our days together are over. Pretend they were all a dream. I mustn't be selfish. Good job, Shirogane. You too, Shinomiya. It'll make me uncomfortable not calling you President Shirogane. You permit me to be selfish and ask you to do something for me. The time has come for me to be selfish. I want the president to say the president. So you're saying you want me to be the president next year as well? Shinomiya, what's this? What? I see. You're already planning to apply. President Shirogane, did you keep silent to get me to say I wanted you to become president again next year? I wonder. You set me up. Says about a result. Shirogane wins. Faculty room. Shirogane, you told me you didn't want to be on the student council anymore. I did. I filled out the application anyway, but I had no intention of submitting it. However, the time has come for me to be selfish. The time has come for me to demonstrate courage and fortitude. To be continued. Oh, and there we go. That is volume 6. Yeah, I mean, that was really good actually. I'll say it was actually kind of amazing. It was actually kind of interesting because as time goes on, you kind of do in theory grow to love these characters, and once the actual event changes to the point that you don't see them together anymore, it does actually in theory kind of break your heart a slight bit because you grow so attached to them. Like, you grow so attached to them kind of having those games that it's kind of like, don't want to see them go though. So it's kind of nice to actually kind of see him kind of be back together again and actually not have that disbandment? Ain't even a word? See him disband basically. It's actually kind of nice to actually see him still together because it still carries on the whole entire thing, because if they do in fact disband, they have no way to actually kind of fall in love in a way. So again, it kind of then harkens back to the whole entire thing what happened in Summer, the whole thing with the world or the overseer of the whole entire like kind of world kind of interfering with Kaguya and Shirogane. It goes back to the whole entire notion because there's always been that kind of idea that is always kind of an omnipresent character within the kind of world that is outside of the characters that we know. It's kind of like a chess game in a way. So it's actually kind of an overseer of the whole entire series. And in certain cases, the way the show has actually kind of portrayed it is portrayed in the sense that this person kind of doesn't really want to interfere with how the relationships kind of go. You could in theory interpret that person to be the kind of the conventional relationship you actually meant to see in this kind of show. So in theory, them doing that doesn't really kind of bring back that whole entire notion. He's kind of like separating them to actually kind of then realize their own things. So kind of bring back the conventionality of the whole entire genre. And it happened here again. The whole thing with the disbanding of the actual student council did in theory bring back the whole entire thing. So in that way, it's actually quite clever how the show actually did in theory portray that, because it portrays it in such a way that it's actually kind of telling you there's actually this overseer kind of seeing the world and actually wanting to actually kind of see them break up. But in doing so, the breakup does actually kind of bring them closer together. It's kind of a very interesting way to actually kind of do it, because in other shows, this kind of event is kind of the be-all, end-all of the characters, because at this point, they will actually then confess, and actually then they'll fall in love. But here is actually kind of like, she confessed a little bit, but they still carry on. So it's actually kind of interesting. It kind of doesn't really bring back conventions, but also kind of break them at the exact same time. And again, you actually get to see a different side of the characters as well. So it's actually all around very freaking interesting. So yeah, we're actually moving on to volume 7 now of Kaguya-sama Love is War. So I actually want to see what happens next. So yes, you actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, then do indeed have a sub on Twitch, because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you have enjoyed it here on YouTube, if you want to see, God, I actually can't speak. It's actually so hot. It's so hot in my room right now. I have no idea why. So if you have enjoyed it here on YouTube, actually want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because it indeed something quite a bit. If you have enjoyed it here on YouTube, actually want to stay a bit longer, then do indeed a sub, because it indeed something quite a bit. If you have enjoyed it here on YouTube, actually want to stay a bit longer after the whole entire point, then do in free leave a follow on Twitter or on Discord as well. Both will tell you when streams are live, and streams I do as well. Until next time, volume 7 of Kaguya-sama Love is War. See you guys later. Bye for now.